a lot of nice feed here. I just don't know if we'll get it to dry down. Here's some beautiful footage we got from our drone. We did manage to get this field, this is the first field we cut, we managed to get it as dry hay. Seemed like we're always fighting clouds and the threat of rain. We basically cut 3 different fields. One was mainly grass with a bit of alfalfa. One was a fairly even grass alfalfa mix, and one was pure alfalfa. And cut them in stages, not all at once. 2 of them we managed to get as hay, and the third we had to silage because there was too much rain in the forecast and just didn't have enough time to dry down. So this is a neat hitch that my brother-in-law made for himself, so he didn't have to get on and off the tractor for moving the bale wagon. It works super well. It's really time saving because, as you can see, he can just reverse, hook up, go, and then drop it again while on the field. And that's made a big difference when we're trying to get bales together for silaging, especially, since they all have to be gathered and wrapped right away. Just little things that make life a little easier. This was a pretty phenomenal crop of alfalfa. It's the first cut, being cut a little later than we wanted, but again, just too much rain always. So just could not get on the field to cut it down. And we did end up having to silage this because it was just such a thick crop and didn't have enough drying days before the rain started up again. But it'll make some pretty spectacular feed for the cattle and for the sheep. Here's the rotary rake in action on our alfalfa field. We always try to turn it early in the morning when there's still dew on the field to try and stop leaf loss, which is a big problem if you're trying to dry down alfalfa. You don't want to lose the most important part of the plant. And basically combining 2 rows into one to speed up baling, which is a big time saver. Well, this is our alfalfa field, and we were trying to dry it down for hay, but unfortunately the weather is not cooperating. It's not drying at all. We actually had a little bit of a sprinkle, so the moisture is about 18 to 20%, and they're calling for rain for the next 3 days. So we've decided to go ahead and silage wrap them so that we don't lose any nutrients by having the swaths rained on for several days in a row. So close to being hay, but not close enough. And these are all double rows. They were raked this morning, putting 2 swaths together. Just like I said, we're hoping it would dry today. And it makes it much quicker for baling, being able to combine 2 rows. It was done early in the morning to try and minimize leaf loss so that there was still a dew on it. Extra net wrap storage in the back.